Happy Saturday morning makes, everybody. It happens to be a Saturday evening when I am recording this. This, I believe, is my 7th episode of Saturday Morning Makes for the year. And I'm so happy to be joining in the fun with everybody that is posting this week. Saturday Morning Makes, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, it is an open art collaboration that was started just as COVID was getting underway. I am a busy single parent, and I was looking for permission to feed my soul a little bit every weekend. I love to create, and often by the time I did all my chores and everything, I wouldn't have any time to create. And so I gave myself permission, if you will, to do a little bit of creating every weekend, which was at the time my days off. Now my days off vary, so sometimes I do Saturday morning makes in the evening or on a Sunday or even on a weekday. It just depends on my schedule, and you guys are welcome to do the same. Saturday Morning Makes is just a hashtag that you can use to upload any art that you're creating of any kind. It could be sewing, it could be crocheting or knitting or embroidery or cross stitch or slow stitching. It could be paper crafting of some kind, making mini albums or scrapbooking, anything that you want to share. And you just add the hashtag SatMornMakes, and there are many other hashtags out there. My good friends Melissa of Mo Creations, Gloria of Girlia's Cards, and Lisa of UCY Diva host Two Crafters, One Design. My friend Tina just finished up with Gingerbread of February, and I'm sure that you could still post gingerbread. And there's been many other. My friend Nancy May of the Handy Scandy, Handy Scandy Crafty Adventures, she had done a Halloween hashtag as well as Snowmen of January. So lots of inspiration out there, and there's many, many more hashtags. Dale and Raina have hashtags on their channels, so you can check them out. And I will try and put some information down below. But it's so fun to see what everybody is creating and to use the hashtags to search and find people that maybe you haven't met before, and you can subscribe to their channels and support them. And it helps bring us together as a closer art community, if you will. So thanks to everybody that supports my channel. I hope that you will give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. It helps me tremendously. It helps support my family, and I very much appreciate that. And I'm going to dive into my Saturday morning makes. Mine is Easter themed this weekend. And I can't wait to show you what I've been playing with. So I use this paper pad from My Creative Time. It's the Eyelets, Gingham, and Solids paper pad. And I love how the ginghams in this have these little tiny florals in them, as you can see. And so this has a pink gingham, a blue gingham, a green gingham. Then it has the yellow, kind of more of a cherry colored pink. Or I can't think of the name of this color right now, almost like a melon color. And then it has kind of a darker blue too here. So it's a wonderful paper pad, and it also has these eyelet patterns and then all the solids that go with the various colors. So it's a wonderful paper pad. If you didn't know, My Creative Time is having a flash sale this weekend, 20% off your purchases with the code FLASH. It started at 8 a.m. Friday morning, and it goes till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I wanted to make sure and get this up on Saturday night so that you guys could hopefully shop when I get this uploaded. So just be aware that the sale ends at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, okay? And that'll be your last chance to use that code FLASH for 20% off. Of course, our everyday coupon codes, mine is Jill, Jill, will give you 10% off your order at any time that you order from My Creative Time. So that's a wonderful thing. But right now, again, you can get 20% with the code FLASH, and I might go on and just order a few more paper pads. I'm getting down to just my last few pieces of this one, and it's one of my favorites. So I used that. The other thing that I used are the adorable little Easter egg dies from My Creative Time. And there's two different sizes, and you have a stitched die as well as a scallop die, and then a stitched die as well as a scallop die on the larger size. Okay, so it's two different sized eggs. All right, and you can kind of get an idea of their size by me holding them up next to my fingers here. I think this one's 2 and this one might be 3. Let me measure. I'll measure the solid eggs so you guys can get an idea. So the solid bigger egg is 2 3/4, and a little over 2 3/4, and then the smaller egg is 2 inches. Okay, so those 2 egg dyes were used, and I love them. I'll show you what I created with them. I'm so excited. I had so many ideas buzzing through my head today. And then the other thing that I used are these scallop heart tag dyes. So that's MCT-D259, and it has 2 scalloped hearts and then 2 heart tags where the scallop heart fits over the tag. And these can be used as bookmarks. There's so many things you can do with these. I've made bookmarks in the past with them, and but they're just a wonderful dye, and I'll show you what I did. It's very Easter related. And then I also use this cute and cuddly face assortment. It's PK440 from Peachy Stamps. You can use my code Jill10, so capital Jill, and then the number 10, all one word, for 10% off your order at Peachy Stamps if you're interested in this adorable face stamp set. And I used this 1 3/8 inch size. I used this one here where the bunny is winking. And then what was the third one? I think the third one I used, I have to look, I turned them sideways. It was this one. So I used that 1 3/4 inch size here. So this one, I think it was this one, and this one that I used. Okay, and this is a 1 3/8. So you can kind of see the sizes. I used this one on the bigger tag that I made. I used this one on some of the smaller tags, and then I also used one from this row here. So the 1 inch, the 3/4 inch, and the 1 3/8 inch sizes are the sizes that I used. And then I like to store a lot of my stamp sets in these envelopes from scrapbook.com. These are the medium size envelopes, and I had someone questioning about these. So if you're wondering what size these ones are 8 3/4 on the long side, and they are 6 inches on the short side. Okay, so they're 6 by 8 3/4. And they also have a bigger size, and it is this one here, and I use this for a lot of my Diana Markham sets, and these ones are 10 by 7. So this is the 7 by 10 size, and I'll go like this so you can see the difference in size. But I think it was Gigi, Agape for Gigi, was asking me about these, and I do use both sets. It just depends on what you're interested in. But this size, the smaller size, is what I use for my creative time stamp and die sets often. So like these are all my bunny sets from my creative time. This is just the Ginger Easter 1 and 2 dies, which I used in my projects. I also used this stamp set, which is the Painting Bunnies stamp set. I used this Wishing You a Blessed Easter stamp. I used the Ginger Easter 2 dies, which have the larger ears and bows in them. And then from this stamp set, which is the Ginger Easter Bunnies stamp set, I used Easter Wishes, I think, and maybe Happy Easter. And these, of course, are the bunnies. And then the die sets that I showed you are the dies that coordinate with our gingerbread dies. You add these to create bunnies. And Melissa just did a project over on her, I think she showed it on YouTube as well as on her, MJ Carroll did, Melissa Carroll, over on her Instagram as well as her YouTube channel. So you might want to go take a look at that if you didn't see it yet. But anyway, I do like to keep all of my coordinating products together in these medium-sized envelopes because I can mark the front of this to just say Easter, and I know that all my Easter sets are in one place. So I do that a lot. So those are the products that I use to create what I'm going to show you. Let me put my ruler back over here. All right, so let me get started and I'll show you what I created. First, I'm going to show you the little eggs that I made. So I did 2 different eggs. I did a smaller egg as a boy bunny, and you can see how I used the cute little face and stamped it on here. I colored the eye blue. I used an R000 to do the cheeks, and then I think it was just the light pink to do the nose and the mouth. And then I just have a little, that doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to. I just put a little bow tie down below. And this is that sweet gingham paper with the little flowers in it from that paper pad from my creative time. And then I stamped out Somebody Loves You from one of the stamp sets. And I added some beautiful seam binding. and I just tied on the little tag onto the seam binding. So a really cute way to make a bunny. The bunny ears, again, are from the gingerbread 1 and 2 die sets that make the bunnies using the gingerbreads, but I just chose to make a bunny face using the egg die. So that's the little boy, and then I did a bigger one that is the girl, and she just is using a pattern paper scrap that I had in my stash, and I stamped the big bunny face on this one and colored it, and then I just double cut the bow that comes in the ginger die set and the ears, and added the ears in between the 2 layers of the tag. So the back piece and the front piece, and I layered the ears actually on the back of the front piece before I put foam tape on it and glued it down and taped it down onto the back egg. Okay, so just a really easy tag to make. I tied seam binding through the top, and then I stamped Easter wishes on the back. So I love how these turned out. They're so quick and easy to put together, and they're absolutely adorable. And again, these egg dies and the various papers that I used that are the ginghams are all part of the flash sale at My Creative Time. So those were the little eggs. I'm going to set them like this. And then the next thing that I made, I started working with the smaller heart, what I call bookmarks, but I wanted to make them into bunnies. And so I used the heart die cut as the bunny face, and I stamped the Peachy Keen stamp face on here. And then I used the bunny ears from the ginger die set that makes the bunnies, and I added it to the back of the heart. And then the body of the bunny, if you will, is just the tag itself. Okay, and I backed it with white, and so it's 2 layers, if you will. It's a pattern paper layer. This was a scrap of Tilda paper that I had in my bin, so I just used that. I try to use up scraps whenever I can. And then this is the little bow die that comes with in the same die set as the ears for the gingers. But again, it's making bunnies without using the gingerbread dies. And I just thought these turned out so cute with the heart as the bunny's face. And then they each say Easter wishes on them. So those are the smaller sized ones. And then I had to make some big bunnies too. And I was playing around with just doing hearts and just making some sweet little bunny tags with just the hearts also. So you could do it just like this, keep it really simple. And these would be so cute hanging from an Easter basket, I think, for Easter Sunday. And then here are the bigger ones made with that same bookmark die set. And I did one in pink, one in green, and one in blue. And the pink one has seam binding that my sweet friend Tina of Crafty Beans sent to me in her package. And so I added some of that seam binding over the ears a little bit. It kind of blocks part of the ears, but these are so cute. And this one I used that stamp Wishing You a Blessed Easter from that wonderful, I think it's the painting bunny set. And so I used that Wishing You a Blessed Easter. You can see how beautiful these gingham papers are from that beautiful gingham paper pad. And then it's so fun to color the little bunnies' faces, their little cheeks, and their little eyes. So I added a little bit of light blue to the eyes, and then the various pinks to do the cheeks. And then their ears, of course, the inlays on the ears match the papers that I used. I tried to match them up. So those are all of my little bunny projects. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what I was creating, and I know that so many of you are making such beautiful projects. I am hoping I can get out there a little bit tonight to see what everybody has been working on. It's always a joy to see what people are creating. I also had done some updates. I finished off my Diana Markham cards the other day. I added some additional stamping to the backs of them, and I did make a reel showing how those cards finished out, and I'll eventually be posting them to the Create It with Adorn It page also for everybody to see the completed cards. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this wonderful Saturday Morning Mix episode of all these cute little bunnies using products from my creative time and from my stash too. But I just had so much fun making these. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you will thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and come back and see what else I create as we follow along in our 4th year of Saturday Morning Makes. I want to thank everybody that joins in and makes this part of their weekly time to create art of any kind. So hello to all of you. I send you my best. I am sorry that my schedule has been a little bit topsy-turvy with getting my Saturday Morning Makes episodes up. Most of you know that we've had a lot going on in my family. We lost my dad earlier this year, and then we lost my father-in-law a few weeks ago. So and I also have an uncle in the hospital. So there's a lot going on. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just busy. It's also tax season, and I know you guys all understand. So I'm just coming on and playing when I can and trying to get videos uploaded as I'm able to. And I so appreciate all of you that leave beautiful comments and have messaged me inquiring whether I'm okay. I'm doing fine, just really busy. So I know you appreciate that, and you are always so kind. And again, I send my love out to all of you that I know we all have all sorts of struggles in our lives, and we have good things too. So I hope I am a little bit of a bright spot in your day when you get to take some time to watch my videos and see fun things that people are making with Saturday Morning Makes. And I hope that that brings a bright spot to your heart and that you're doing well and counting your blessings amidst all the things that we all go through. So everyone have a lovely weekend. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. And I will be back with you. I have Happy Mail I still need to film, and I hope to get to it as soon as I'm done with this video. I hope I'm going to be able to film a second video. So we'll see how my time holds up tonight and whether YouTube lets me upload in a timely manner or not. It's been a little bit glitchy lately. So thank you guys very, very much. Take good care. Bye now.